Hello and welcome or welcome back. My name is Sherry and this is one of my Halloween projects. I have some holographic horror movie characters here. The fact that they're holographic is going to be irrelevant to the overall project. It's more the characters that I'm interested in. I'm not going to use the character on the bottom middle. I don't know the movie that they're from. I do colour the other 5 characters, and at the time of starting the project I intended to use all 5 in future projects. Later on you'll see that I actually just make keychains with 2 of them, so I only take 3 of them to use in further projects. Those 3 projects will be in a future video, so please keep an eye out for that. There's not going to be much to say on this one. This video is purely about making the characters, so there'll be little interruption from me. I apologise and understand if certain people will find that boring. I personally find it quite therapeutic when I've done something like this to just sit and watch it back with a bit of music in the background. So I have cut it as short as I felt was reasonable to cut it. For those of you that are going to find it too boring, I'll understand if you feel the need to skip ahead. I'm just grateful for you watching at all. Before you get too bored, I'll just say that this is going to be on the 31 Days of Halloween playlist. This has been organised by Alison at Stressful Mum Paints. So the playlist will be in the description. Please check out all the other Halloween projects that will be in there. It will also be on the Friendship Express playlist. On the Friendship Express, we do a themed collaboration once a month on the second Saturday. So in October, it's obviously going to be Halloween themed, and that's on the 11th of October. On the other Saturdays we can do any project we like. However, I am going to have made Halloween projects for the whole of October, so regardless what date this goes out, it will be on the Friendship Express. So I will link their playlist as well. Please check out that playlist for some Halloween themed projects as well as non-Halloween themes. Thank you to all my subscribers. I appreciate you all very much. If you're not subscribed already, I'd be really grateful if you could find your way to hitting that subscribe button and checking out my back catalogue. Okay, I'm going to shut up now and I will come back for the next thing that needs to be talked about. Alright, I've jumped ahead. I've skipped out a chunk here because when I started colouring in this character, I thought it was supposed to be Chucky because of the dungarees. But when I started having to hand draw scars on his head, I thought, this isn't right. If this was Chucky, surely there'd already be scar patterns on his head built into the mould. So I looked up some pictures, and as you could see on my phone there, I've got a set of these up on my phone. It's a slightly different set because that set on my phone has got a Chucky on. But yeah, that prompted me that this character is actually Michael Myers. Now that might have been a bit more entertaining for you to watch, but the reason why I've cut that section out anyway is because after I'd realised my mistake and started doing it as a Michael Myers, I had done his whole head before I realised I was off camera. So I started it up again after moving the mould back into frame. Before I go quiet again for a little while, I feel like I need to apologise for the lighting as well. This particular phone is still quite new at the time of recording this. And when I look through the phone to check how the project is coming across through the lens, it looks different compared to when I watched the video back. So I seem to be struggling with getting the right lighting, and yeah, I apologise for that. I hope I will be able to sort out the lighting issue soon. And now I'm going over them with a soft makeup brush to burnish in those powders. And I'm filling up the clown with white and the rest will be with black. I'm using pigment pastes. And I've noticed some patchiness, so I'm just going over some little sections again. And I'm a little concerned that I'm going to have lots of bubbles because I can't really tap them much. I couldn't spray alcohol on the mould because I would have disturbed the powders. So I can only deal with any bubbles that rise to the top. I can't go around all those details with a stick or anything. So I was sticking a stick under there and then just kind of lifting and dropping the stick to try and jiggle them a bit. So that's all 5 of them finished. And the 2 that I have made keychains from. Thank you for watching. Please, as I say, look out for the future videos where I use some of these characters. Have a good week and I hope to see you again next week. Bye bye.